Hi guys, welcome to the channel of Love. The volume was down really low. Okay. Oh, what a weird energy. Well, we're going to do a tarot reading, are we? We are, apparently, but I wanted to go to the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. Okay, it is Thursday. My hair's like quite big today. I feel as if it's quite bushy and big, and I'm being tickled. Okay. I feel like it's been a while. Has it been a while? Okay. Some interesting stories flying around out there. I've kind of spent most of the day on either video calls or calls, just telephone calls. And it's quite interesting, really, the stories that are not only coming from the cards, but also from how they're syncing up. We've got expansion, growth. Well, those two words come in together beautifully, don't they? Expansion and growth, and then a miracle. And this card here, that we just made room for, your passion. Expansion, growth, miracle, passion. Bottom of the deck, mysticism. Now, I felt the energy. We were going to read the stories for these cards, and then we're going to work out a bit more from those. Okay, look how fluffy the hair is. I've got the book here. I felt like we were going to be using something to clarify this. Let me just sweep the hair to one side. Let's go to the Tarot of Desires, seeing as we have the Passion card that's on the deck here. Right, what I've noticed, I'm babbling a little bit, I've noticed is the blue energy. The different colours is what I've noticed. Blue, representing the throat. Green, the heart. Yellow, that's your solar plexus. And then we have your, oh, that's growth, isn't it? That's expansion. And then we have your passion. But it would be normally the other way round. If you're working from your roots, but you're not, you're working from your crown chakra. We're actually working from the third eye. This is a really nice progression here, as in colour-wise. Okay, so we're missing the root chakra and we're missing the crown chakra. But we do have solar plexus, sacral, do apologise, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye. We'd pay attention to that. Okay, the crown chakra is a neutral silver colour, grey colour. Expansion and growth. Move your body higher. That's been a message that's coming out today, is about feeling high. High on what? Okay. Expansion. Let's have a look at these stories. Sky God says it's energy of ascending. Okay. You'll see it when you believe it. Sky God was seeking wise counsel to choose the colour of the sky. He wanted the beings of earth to feel serene when they looked at his work. Other great spirits remind him to trust his intuition. He will know the right colour when he sees it. Sky God trusts and sees the colour clearly. Thus the sky becomes sky blue. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. Let's have a look at the Tarot of Desires. The moon. Okay. Look, he looks in a bit of a sorry state, doesn't he? He's got like a balaclava on and a dark looking willy warmer. We've got a fox here, or no, it's not a fox, it's a wolf who's wearing like it's Her Majesty. I'm taking more to the energy of like prostitution, or maybe being used like a prostitute. I just felt that this was a dark energy here. I felt the energy of towers, but then it took me to, I don't know, like accommodation, like a whorehouse, maybe. I was taken to the blue moon. I felt the energy here of maybe not before seeing someone, but seeing them for who they are. The energy of being on your high horse. Someone who thinks they're high and mighty, but they're actually a whore. And like you're living in a whorehouse. Okay. So we've gone to see Sky God, have we? You'll see it when you believe it. So you was not willing to believe that maybe somebody was shady, dark, abusive, I feel. This is somebody that uses sex. And then will leave you, well, high and dry. Interesting story. Okay, should we have a look at growth? I shouldn't need to go far, it's only the next section. Okay. Grass. Your messages, it says your message is best expressed when you are uniquely you. Grass is excited. He is ready to tell his best friend Weed that he is gay. But Weed reacts negatively, and it is the first of many judgmental encounters for Grass. For years he is turned down for jobs, and even when he applies for an apartment, Grass fights for the right to live where he wants and wins. But soon after he moves into his new apartment, someone breaks in and attacks him. In the hospital, his loved ones gather, sharing stories of who Grass was to them. He dies, leaving behind his legacy of love and courage. Grass says, break away. It may be time for a change of scenery. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill. Most importantly, grow. Okay, let's have a look and see what tarot card wants to come out. Page of Swords. This is something that this masculine wants to cut out of his life. Okay, so this is quite a draining negative energy. It's something to do with your roots. Going back to my roots, yeah. Okay. It's like, I just took a really big gulp there. It's like if you don't go back and pull out, I feel like they're rotting roots. These are things that have grown over time and got stronger. Okay. But I feel this masculine's kind of refused in the past to look at a situation. He didn't want to believe it. But really what he's dealing with is some dead roots, rotting roots that I feel weaken this masculine. So the next card is Miracle, and I've just seen that all the dandelions are here. So the energy of who have you been talking to? We've been speaking to Sky God, making some wishes. And it looks like he's answered and basically said, trust your intuition. You would know the right colour. I don't feel it's so much of a colour of the sky. Well, I feel like you can have a nice blue sky, but you've chosen to live a dark life with a wolf who thinks that she's the queen, when really I feel that that's not the case. She's no queen is all I can hear. Okay. I want to break free. So I feel like the masculine maybe wants to break free, but this dark negative energy doesn't. So it's like he needs a miracle. Well, he's been making some wishes, or some wishes are coming his way. But there's some things that this masculine needs to do is pull up the weeds, pull up the roots here, the roots of the problem that he can now see. This is the card of enlightenment. It's also the stalker card, so about kind of paying attention to what's going on in your surroundings, seeing the truth for the truth. The Page of Swords is the page of truth. He wants to find out what the truth is, and he'll be the person to survey the situation and seek out what he needs, what he desires to know. But there's a miracle here. So let's have a look at the message of the miracle. Sun sparkler. Now the masculine here is sparkling. And when I said about this blue moon, you saw me standing alone. So I'm feeling as if this wolf will leave him high and dry. He doesn't look in a good state here, and this feminine isn't really compassionate. We end with passion, so it's like this divine feminine comes with passion. This is about seeing the contrast in who actually is sunshine and who's darkness. This moon here is actually golden. Okay, let's have a look at this. Miracle card. Sun sparkler. You can see his body here. He is of the light. His pants look better, don't they, here? And his hair. He's covering up here. Or scared to uncover what's going on. Okay, integrity is what turns on the light. The legend, Darkville. Darkville is a town of self-centered people. One day Betty is given too much change after making a purchase, and she returns the extra money. A brilliant light bursts from the stump of a dead oak tree in the centre of the town. The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, but neither question the sun sparkler nor change their cheating ways. One day a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed occurs. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. The inspiration is do not let someone in, or it says do not let someone in, doesn't say that. It says do you let someone in, or do you pretend not to see them? You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. So kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. I think that's what it said. Okay, well, let's have a look at this passion card here. About being in service. Princess of Amber. I quietly sizzle and shine. The Princess of Amber speaks. She speaks. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No personal task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. When the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. She refuses. The people hold a free election, and to the surprise of the aristocracy, aristoc- aristocracy, is that how you say it? Aristocracy. That sounds good. Vote for the princess as their new leader. Well, interesting because, listen, this one thinks she's all high and mighty. Yes, your majesty. And it's the wrong queen. This one thinks that she is perfect. Okay. Well, there's a new leader here. Mysticism. We've got to pull a card for this here first. I've heard this word and I've been trying to practice it, the aristocracy. I'm picking myself up. I'm trying to more on my mispronunciations rather than trying to guess. Let's have a look at this passage, this passion card, the Fool. Now this here is the energy of the karmic that's coming through, this dark energy. She doesn't have a very nice attitude in her. She's the kind of person that would say, kiss my ass, and maybe just up and leave. I mean, I think that's a little bit of a... I don't know, just with the tattoo on her buttock, I just think it looks quite... I don't feel it feels ladylike. She's got like jogging bottoms on and she's kind of like, I don't know, I don't feel that she's a beautiful butterfly. And then all these butterflies are off towards the light. And I feel it has something to do with this energy here of, I'm sorry, but this one just hasn't done very many good deeds. I mean, we can all sit back and, you know, make our own list of the good deeds that we've done. And if you're a good deeder, you know if you're a good person. And then we also know people that don't really do anything for anyone. If it doesn't, I suppose, directly affect them and their life. And I just don't feel this energy here, who she thinks that she's kind of all high and mighty. I just don't think her contribution has been enough to... I don't feel she's ladylike at all. So it's kind of like she's blocking out her own light. That could be her possessions, which don't maybe seem like much, but that's what's holding her down. Actually looks like it's a string that's holding her back. I don't even think it looks like a rod. I think it looks like more of a balloon that's been stretched. It's like some kind of band that's keeping her there. I just feel the energy of poison. Toxic. It stumps your growth. So it's like her growth's going to be stumped now. She can no longer move forward. It's like pissing your life away. It's not even a sheep in wolf's clothing, it's just a wolf who's quite proud of who they are, maybe being selfish. Well, let's get a card for the passion. Oh, that was the card for the passion. Was it? No, I'm not sure it was. I'm missing a card here. The moon went with expansion. The page of swords went with the growth card. This Fool goes with a miracle. And then we have the passion. Where this person volunteers their time. Will go out of their way to help others. a kind-hearted soul. Feels like who's living a life like this. Could be working really hard. Swapping your services for money. Like, that's all prostitutes do. You pay me for my time. And then we have the Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords. Very much the feminine's energy staying out of this. So this will be the Divine Feminine. I'm picking up the Divine Feminine having the world here. And I feel like she has nothing to prove. Which makes her completely different to this energy that tries to always prove a point. Via body language, I feel. With this Passion card, I'm picking up the Divine Feminine's energy here. She's being guarded from this. Okay. There's nothing here that can spoil the Divine Feminine's beauty. Most definitely, more that the Divine Feminine's beauty has been emphasised because of this karmic energy behaving quite vulgar. Contrast. Within contrast comes clarity. And also coming out with this Passion card is the Two of Swords, again suggesting the Divine Feminine's energy. She's in a protective space here. Look at the goggles she's got on. So I feel as if she's more focused on future thinking. And then we have the mysticism, which is the bottom of the deck here. There's also this energy of the Divine Feminine being able to see everything that's going on, but still not interfering, under divine protection. Because this card speaks about a visitor who's coming. So I'm feeling the energy of apparition, like, well, these butterflies look very spiritual. This may be dream states, because dream states, I'm actually feeling as if there's a meeting going on, a decision being made. It's like it's an energetic 5D kind of meeting that's going on. It seems to be regarding which of these ladies is of the light and which is of the dark. Anyway, we have mysticism here. Let's read the story. The third eye. I feel like I want a drink. Of coffee. Of coffee. Here it is. A woman named Aubergine. You are not to know. And that's the energy here. Some stuff the Divine Feminine does not need to know. She has insight, but this isn't to concern her. Okay. Mysticism. A woman named Aubergine. You are not to know. The legend. A woman named Aubergine calls on the telephone to confirm that she will be with us tonight. Yet no woman named Aubergine has been invited. Of the 4 invited, 2 are wed and 2 are unknown to each other, a woman and a man. Surely if this mysterious woman were the guest of the man, they would have made it known. A woman approaches, the woman named Aubergine, the woman who will be with us tonight. And I do feel that there could be a meeting between this Divine Masculine with a current partner, an ex-partner. However, it's not the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine also find themselves in some kind of space where they're actually having a discussion. I don't feel like this is in the physical. This is energetic in dream space. But I feel like there will be an appearance here. Now, this could be the divine feminine showing up maybe in your dreams, or it could be the karmic energy showing up in your dreams, maybe whilst you're with the masculine here. You could be visiting, astral traveling, and find yourself in a situation. Okay, that seems like what's going on. Okay, but you're kind of warned that there's going to be somebody appearing tonight, it says. When I said this doesn't feel like it's in the physical, listen, I'm not sure, that's just what the message is. So there was that hesitation of, can it be a guarantee that this wouldn't be a physical visit? I'm not sure about that. But there's a visit. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck and we'll get some oracle cards. King of Swords. Okay, this king's feeling really strong. I do feel as if no matter what, there's no need for any fear. Divine Feminine, you're totally protected from this. And I actually feel this is the Divine Masculine's energy. Feeling really strong and he's wanting to protect you. Okay. Now, I feel like he's that side of the wall and actually I feel you're on the other side where the butterflies are. I feel those butterflies are behind him. So he's keeping you safe. Okay, but he's right there and he's got himself some angel wings because I picked up the energy of who's this person blowing? Which one is God and which one is the Divine Masculine? This was just about deciding what colour the sky should be. He was told to trust his intuition. And all these butterflies are heading towards a light that's been blocked out by the Fool energy. I feel there is a release here. This masculine is going to be able to, he's going to be set free. It's what he's wished for. And the opportunity is coming, if it's not already here. Okay. Let's have a look at the enchanted map. I'm singing Hot Chocolate. It started with a kiss. Never thought it would come to this. You don't remember me, do you? Depends how good the kiss was. You don't remember me, do you? Okay. It's quite a desperation energy, I feel, as if from the masculines. It's like you need a nice cup of hot chocolate or coffee. It's like it's going to warm your cockles, it's going to warm you up. But this masculine needs some home comforts. Okay. All I can hear is he's had it in the neck. Okay, let's have a look at the enchanted map. Sad Embrace. Card number 45. I need to be off by 5 o'clock. That's why I was checking the time. It's 4:41. That's like 144,000 reversed. 4:41. 45. Loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal you. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realised in your life if you can accept the loss. Now I felt the Divine Feminine's energy here actually just being blocked from this. So she doesn't have to feel this because you can feel it on you, Divine Masculine. This is more your energy. And the Divine Feminine's being protected from feeling this. It's like a heartbreaking situation you're going through And it's like the Divine Feminine doesn't need to experience that. It's bad enough that one of you has to experience you going through that rather than your Divine Feminine kind of reliving it. She is picking up on signs, but she's being protected from the energy. I feel like that's the Matrix that she's sitting on, the web there, and she's not allowed inside like the Matrix. Okay. So you may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realised in your life if you can accept the loss. And I think the realisation is going to come through a dream. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. So relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations weren't met, a sense of loss arises along with sadness and grief. Express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain that can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, however great it is, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. Important message here for someone. Okay. Let's get another card. A magic prayer. I say a little prayer for you. The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. I feel that's the Divine Feminine's energy. She says a prayer for the Divine Masculine here. Every morning, every night. Okay. And I feel like, look, these wishes have been sent out. That's all really you can do for the Divine Masculine is say a prayer. Send for a miracle for them. They're looking for one. You are the miracle, but you know that. But this is about you doing what's best for the situation, because this is about you being in service here. Let's read this card. Speak your prayers, listen for the answers, and act in faith. So speak your prayers, Divine Feminines. Don't stop saying your prayers. Listen for answers, okay? Trust your intuition and act in faith. I feel like they're guidelines for you. So make sure to speak your prayers, listen for answers. So don't worry, all the answers are within you. And make sure you're always acting in faith. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, Thy will and not mine be done. Okay. The best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on the right path. Very interesting. I feel quite breathless all of a sudden. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Metamorphosis, card number 25. Going through the change. Things are changing. After being stuck in the mud, that's the card before. You are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. I've picked up the butterflies here, haven't I? Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. We spoke about how this one doesn't really put much effort into life. Here at the bottom of the deck, look. He's protecting that. So butterflies earn their wings through great effort, and he's got himself some wings here. He's right there. Okay, ready to jump over the wall. Where you are, Divine Feminine. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin, or a caterpillar dies, so that a beautiful butterfly can be born, you're required to choose. You're required to choose. Doesn't say that. You're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you become. I love it. Let's end with a Mother Mary card. I like that card wants to be seen. Our Lady of Promise. Promise me you'll wait for me, 'cause I'll be saving all my love for you, and I will be home soon. I promise you new life. Whatever you release shall become sacred fertilizer for your new life. I promise that as you trust in me, I will guide you to the fulfillment of your heart's destiny. Do not shy away from what I ask of you. As you trust in me, I will lead you through fear and doubt, from fatigue and struggle into boundless energy of compassion and passionate purpose. I promise you new life. Let me ignite the passionate fire of your sacred heart so that you can burn with love and bring light to the world. The path of the devotee to the Divine Mother Mary is not an easy one. We are asked, step by step, to surrender that which lies between us and fulfillment of our heart. That might sound wonderful, as the fulfillment of the heart is a beautiful goal, yet we can be surprised at how much fear and doubt lie within us, at how many inner obstacles we have created through beliefs that we are not worthy or good enough, through our fear of failure or ridicule, through a gnawing fear that if we allow ourselves to be so different to others, we will end up rejected, abandoned and alone. We might struggle to let go of what no longer serves us, even if in our hearts we know it is time to let go. We may not be certain if we can bear the grief of letting go, or perhaps we are fearful of the uncertainty of life without what we have known by our side. Mother Mary knows us and knows how to help us. She invites us to receive her wisdom. She knows another way, knows that the fulfillment of the heart brings us into untold abundance, into rapture and divine connection, but also into great sadness and even righteous anger at times. She knows that these feelings, even if they appear on the surface to be negative or dark, can be essential fuel to keep us going when we need extra energy. There will be times when we need that energy so as to not give up in despair about the state of the world and instead choose to stay true and committed to our personal growth. In this way, we can bring more of our light to the world and help others find their way to do the same. I feel quite emotional reading this message. She does not assure us a life of imbalanced light, where there is no feeling other than happiness. She ensures us a life of honesty, nakedness, authenticity, and the energy, power, and passion which living in this way offers to us. She leads us into a life of making a positive contribution to the world in our own unique way, of being able to bear the passion and the pain of living as a divine human being and feeling empowered by it, inspired by it, and awestruck by life and its twists and turns. She promises us divine fulfillment. She promises us a life that leaves behind lies, big and small, and opens us up to a reality which will at first scramble the mind and then ignite the heart with unquenchable divine fire. She promises us not what we think we want, but what she knows we truly want and need. She promises us that our trust in her will never be misplaced. At times when your life is pushing you beyond your limits, when you feel that you are breaking, your trust in her must become stronger. It will help you find her soothing presence, like the light from a lighthouse, cast across the dark, thrashing ocean, caught up in a violent storm during darkest nights. Her promise to you is what makes the suffering of growth bearable, whilst you let go of that which no longer supports you, though you may love it dearly still. Let's repeat that. Her promise to you is what makes the suffering of growth bearable, whilst you let go of that which no longer supports you, though you may love it dearly still. As you await the peaceful resolution of the heart and become ready, willing and capable of stepping into the freedom of the new life cycle that awaits you, her light is there, her promise. This oracle reminds you that no matter what is happening in your life right now, her promise of a new life is what is really happening, and everything else is just a symptom of that. Have faith, trust her, and believe. Okay, let's leave it there. Guys, have yourself a lovely Thursday, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care, much love. Bye for now.